everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. So today, from the point that I'm recording this video, item use is still on for about another 24 hours, or just under a day. And so what I wanted to do is, if you've been following my channel for a while, you'll know that I've been hanging on to all of my 3-star Sigstone crystals and my lesser and greater solo crystals. Because, as you all know, we're approaching the 1K sub mark, and I was hanging on to all of these crystals because I wanted to do a massive signature stone boost to my roster very soon, like very close to when we did the 1,000 subscriber special opening. And at the point of recording this video, I believe we're at 921 subs, I think, was the count that I saw. So we're 79 subs away from hitting that 1K mark. And I have all of you guys to thank for it. You've been nothing but supportive, and I couldn't be more grateful. So thank you guys again so much for all the support that you've been giving me over this last little while. And yeah, let's continue to push on towards that 1K mark. So what we're going to do today is we're going to pop open all 318 of these 3-star Sigstone crystals, and then all of my lesser and greater solo crystals, which adds up to about like 470 total when you combine the totals of the lesser and the greater. So this is a lot of crystals to open for not very much entertainment. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to load up the stack here, and then through the magic of editing, I'm going to pop all these open, and in the video that you guys are seeing, you'll just see the stack, and then it'll just pop up to the rewards. So here we have the stack. So I screwed up. As I was tapping all of the Sigstones, I didn't realize that I hit the last stack, and then I just went to view roster. So I can't get the entire spread out, but I had no class 3-star Sigstone crystals before I started this video. So everything that you see up here, so I've got 46 Cosmics, 55 Tech, 52 Mutant, we've got 54 Skill, 47 Science, and 64 Mystic, just from the Sigstone crystals, and then we're going to get a few more of the 3-star ones from the lesser and greater solo crystals as well. So we're going to go pop these open now. I can purchase one more of these. So we're going to start off with the lesser ones. We have 217 to open, and again, through the magic of editing, here's the stack. Okay, so here we go. So I actually did it right this time. So the thing that I like about the lesser and greater solo ones is that you get like some +2 Sigstones, and you even get like some +4 ones, or some +5 ones as well, I believe. So let's scroll through here. So we picked up 5 2-star Skill Awakening gems, 5 Mutant ones, a couple of Mystics. So we get some 3-star Sigstones in here as well. I just keep scrolling through these. Picked up a couple generic 2-star Awakening gems. So yeah, we got some more 3-star Sigstones there. The Sigstones is basically the only thing I'm looking at. I'm really not looking at anything else. We got a couple of 3-star Awakening gems, which, you know, isn't that bad. I guess we got a bunch of extra Mystics that are just going to hit the overflow. And same with the skill there. Excuse me. Okay, so from the lesser crystals, not bad. So now we have 260 of the greater ones, and this is where I think you can get like +5 Sigstones. And like on the generics as well. So we're going to pop these open, and if I pull a Thanos and just snap my fingers... Oh, only half of them opened? Okay, let me try that again. There we go. Okay, so we picked up, there's a few 4-star Sigstones in here. I wasn't expecting to get that many, in all honesty. So yeah, so this is where we can get like some of like those +5 Sigstones, and those are really going to help get some of our 3-stars closer to max Sig. So we picked up 3 3-star Science Awakening gems, so we'll use a few of those if we've got champions to use them on. So not a horrible spread. It's looking pretty nice. I'm honestly gonna not really have any use for these boosts. But grabbing the Awakening gems is always nice. And we got one we got one tier 1 alpha in 260 crystals. We got one tier 1 alpha. Alrighty, so what we're going to do is now we're going to use all of these Sigstones, and this is going to be a lot of editing on my part, but you guys aren't going to have to deal with any of that. But what I want to do first is I want to look at what our base hero rating is before we start pumping all these Sigstones in, and then see what it is at the end. I'm just curious how much our rating is going to go up by. But what I'm going to be opening up in the background here is I'm going to open up my spreadsheet that shows all the Sig levels of my champions. so I know which ones are the right ones to use the Sig Stones on. So we're going to start off with the 2-star. Let's go. Actually, I'm not sure if there's going to be many 2-star Sig Stones. I think it's mainly just going to be 3 and 4, but we'll see. I really don't think there was many. So let's go items. Okay. Excuse me. So let's just use these generic Awakening Gems, and we've got a bunch of champions. We'll just ding those on there. Actually, I probably should have used the class-specific ones first, but it's not a big deal. These are all just like exclusive 2-stars. We got no, well, we did have a tech. We got no mutant. We got no skill, and we do have some science. There we go. Okay, perfect. And any mystic. Okay, so we're done there. Alrighty, so what I want to do first is, so right now I have 10 of my 2-star champions at max signature level. So there's going to be, like I said, there's going to be a lot of editing on my part here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the mutant Sig Stones first, and since this is just the 2-stars, there's not going to be really too much to do here. So we'll just see. So I can actually get Storm up to 98, and that's actually kind of sucky. Okay, well that's not a bet. I'll just deal with it instead of wasting Sig Stones. So Storm is up to 98, and then the next closest champion to max Sig is Colossus. So we're going to put the rest of the stones into him, and he's going to go up to Sig level 51. So if you guys are wondering why I'm dumping Sig Stones into Colossus over, you know, like some of the other champions, I'm not doing, like, this is only for 2-stars. So I'm just doing this to get my champions as close to max Sig as possible. So in our skill category, we have Black Widow, who's the closest to being max Sig, so we're going to give her the single one there. And then we're going to give her these other 12, which will bring her up to Sig 75 to finish her off there. And then let's go and take a look. I completely missed, like, the Cosmic, and I'm just all over the place here. So our Black Bolt is our closest champion to being max Sig of our 2-star Cosmic champions. So that brought him up to Sig 80, I believe it was. I'll correct it later if I need to. And then our Tech champions here. Our closest to max Sig is Age of Ultron Vision at Sig 52. So he goes up to 53 from that one. And then he's going to gain another 22 from here. So he goes up to Sig level 75. Alrighty, so now I can skip down to the science ones, which we don't have a lot of, but who is our closest science champion? That's OG Spider-Man at Sig 69, so he can go up to Sig 77, which is a little bit, every little bit helps with these guys. And then let's go down to our 2-star Mystic champions, and our closest one there is Scarlet Witch, who is currently at Sig level 60, but she now jumps up to Sig level 76. So that is all of the 2-stars, apart from these generic ones. So since they're in increments of 2, it really kind of sucks on our Storm there. But it looks like our Black Bolt is our next closest, because he's at Sig 80. So we're just going to find him, and we're just going to pump these generics into him to get him up to Sig level 92. And that is all of our 2-star signature stones. So now, I really hope this wasn't... There we go, okay. Just kind of thought that maybe the spreadsheet was still up on OBS and that it was completely covering everything I was doing in-game. But it was not, so I am happy about that. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're just going to check our Tech Awakening Gems. We got one that we can use on Sparky. We got some mutant ones that we can use on our new Bishop that we just recently got. We don't have any skill champions. We have some science champions. Well, we have a science champion in our Gladiator Hulk. And any mystic champions? No mystics. So any generics left over? No. So all of our 3-star champions are awakened. So that's not bad. Sorry. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to save the generics for the end. And I'm going to start off here with the Cosmic Stones. And going to jump over into our 3-star spreadsheet here. So this is where there's probably going to be some editing coming in, because there's a lot of champions that I've got to go through and like line up their Sig levels. So we're gonna max out a couple champions from each class, and so just gonna look at the spreadsheet and see who the first one for the Cosmic Champions is that we're gonna take up. So we're going to take our Black Bolt up to Sig level 91, and if I can use some generics to even him out, then I will, but I'm going to leave him at 91 rather than taking him up to 96, because if I leave him at 91 and if I pull him from a crystal, then that will just end up being perfect. So Black Bolt's taken up, and our next highest is Groot, actually. So I'm going to pump the rest of these stones into Groot, which is only 3 more, and so Groot is going to go up to Sig level 65. Alright, so that's it for the Cosmic Champions. We're going to move on to the Tech Champs now. That's a lie. I forgot that I had +1 Sig stones. So now what we're going to do is we are going to max out Black Bolt. I completely forgot that there were +1 stones. I don't know why, but we're gonna max out Black Bolt. So Black Bolt is now 99, and I'm gonna put the rest of these into Groot and maybe get Groot to max, but we'll see. Yeah, we can get Groot to max Sig as well. So Groot is now up to 99, and then our next closest champion, we have a few of them that are at 40. So what I'm actually going to do is those that are at 40, I've got Superior Iron Man, Kamala Khan, and Miss Marvel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them up to 43 each, because 43 is a perfect multiple for them ending their Sig levels at 99 if I just get dupes going forward. So I've got Miss Marvel to bring up to 43 as well, and then we're also going to find our Kamala Khan in here, who's right here. She's going to go up to Sig level 43 as well. Now, a couple other champions, we can take Ronin up to Sig level 11, which will be, again, another perfect multiple to get him up to 99 through just dupes. Our Proxima Mid... Actually, no, we're not going to do Proxima Midnight because she's too low. So our next best champion, actually, let's see if I can... I only have 1 Sig Stone left. If I only got 1 Sig Stone left, I'm just going to chuck it into... oh, yeah, just chuck it into my Proxima Midnight. I'm not really too bothered by that. Okay. So now we're going to move on to the Tech Champions. So I have 7 +5 Tech Sig stones. So I'm going to take Star-Lord up to 97, and then we'll finish him off with some +1 stones in a few minutes here. And then I'm going to dump the rest of these into Iron Patriot to take him up to Sig level 58, since he's my next highest signature level Tech Champion. So I'm going to use a couple more of these stones here to finish off our Star-Lord and bring him up to 99, so he is now maxed. Then it's our Iron Patriot, who is our next closest, so I'm just going to dump as many of these into him to get him up to 99. So Iron Patriot is now maxed out. And then our next highest level Tech Champion is Ultron, actually, so I'm going to dump the rest of these into him, but I'm and actually 59 is another perfect multiple for getting dupes all the way up to 99, so that's great. So let's move on to the mutant champs now. So Magneto is our closest champion to 99, so I'm going to bring him up to 98 with the +5s, and then we'll use the remainder +1 just to get him up to 99. So then our next highest champion is Deadpool X-Force. It always seems like the champions that are the crappiest have the highest signature level out of these. I mean, they're only 3 stars, so it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. But, so yeah, so now what we're going to do is we're going to use these +1 Sig stones. So we are going to finish off Magneto to get him to Sig level 99, and then we're going to find our Deadpool X-Force and take him up to 99 as well. And then our next highest champion among our mutants is actually Storm for her signature level, so she's just going to get the rest of these, and let's see how high we can get her. We can get her up to 77, so I'm actually going to drop her to 75, because again, I want to keep them as close to perfect intervals as I can and not waste Sig stones. So let's see here. So I can actually take our Nightcrawler up to 19, which is, again, rounding it off to a perfect multiple there. So that's all of our 3-star mutant champs. Let's move on to skill. So Gwenpool is our highest 3-star skill champion. So we're going to take her up to 91 with all of the +5 stones. And then we're going to finish her off with the +1. So our Gwenpool is now at max Sig. And then our next highest champion is Black Widow. And I don't think I'm going to have enough remaining stones to get her all the way up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take her up to Sig level 83. And then I'm going to put the remaining stones into our Electra to get her up to Sig level 27 to round her off there. So there we go. So that's all the skill champions, and now we got Science next. So Spider-Gwen's our highest Sig level champ, and she's going to go up to 97 from the +5s. And then we're going to put the rest of these +5s into our regular Spider-Man here. Then we're going to use these +1s. We're going to finish off our Spider-Gwen to take her up to 99. We're going to finish off our Spider-Man and take him up to 99. There we go. Alright, so Spider-Man's up to 99. Then our next highest level Science Champion. Most of my Science Champions are pretty low Sig, but Luke Cage is the next highest. So we are going to take him up to Sig level 67. So let's fill that in here. Luke Cage is now Sig level 67. And who can we take up? We can take our She-Hulk up to 19. There we go. Alrighty, so last but not least, we have the Mystic. I don't know why I'm struggling saying Mystic all night. We have the Mystic 3 stars. So Jugs is our first highest, or is our top champion, I should say, rather. And we can actually take him evenly right up to 99 with just these +5 stones. And then our Voodoo is our next highest champ, so we're going to take him up to 45. And then we're going to dump the rest of these +1 stones into him to get him all the way up to 99 and max him out. And then our next highest champion is actually our Magic. So we're going to give her the remaining stones, and we're actually only going to take her up to 43. And then who else can we give some stones to? We can give Mordo 2 stones to get him up to 19. And how many do I have left? I've got 4 stones left, so let's see who's best to use these on. I can put 2 into Doctor Strange to get him to 35. And let's see, our Dormammu we can take up to Sig level 3 just to round it off and be an even there. Alright, so that's all of the class 3-star Sig stones. So now we got some generic ones. So this is going to take a little bit more counting because I need to see across all of my champions who is the next closest to getting up to 99. So our 3-star Storm is pretty close to getting max, so we're going to take her up to 95 with the generics. And then we'll actually just come back in real quick and just use a couple of... Where'd she go? I totally scrolled past her, didn't I? Yep, I did. We'll get her up to Sig level 99, so she is now done. And I've got 30 stones left here. So it looks like, I think Ultron's probably our next closest highest. Or he's close enough anyway. So we can get him up to Sig level 89. We can finish that off there. And then we can use these 2 to get him up to 91. And then we just need to get 1 more 3-star Ultron dupe. And then our Ultron is at max Sig. Alrighty, so now let's just quickly go through and use the 4-star Sig stones. I don't have many here, and so in terms of maxing out champions, actually our symbiote Spidey is close to being maxed out. But I would much rather value the Sig stones in my Medusa. So I know I said that this is, I'm mainly doing this for max Sig, but for the 4-star signature stones, I actually really value them in my Medusa there more than in some of my other champions. So I don't think there's really too much I can do that's gonna make them even. I mean, I can actually throw some mutant ones. Is there any of my mutant champs that are close to being maxed? Our Iceman, we can give our Iceman a couple more Sig levels. Actually, no, we need to get him up to 79. What am I doing there? So actually, I'll put him to 77. And then I'll use this +2 on our Iceman. So our 4-star Iceman is up to Sig 79. So if we just pull 1 more of him, then he'll be at max Sig. So I think that's all I'm going to do on the 4-star Sig stone front, just because I don't want to get numbers uneven, and you just end up wasting 6 stones in the long run. So now we're going to pop open our profile and see what our champion rating has gone up to. So just from our 6 stones, it's gone up to 514,880. So we gained almost 1,000 base hero rating just from throwing some 6 stones in, which isn't too bad. I mean, it is what it is, right? It's just nice to have higher sig levels on your champions. So I didn't max out any of my 2-star champions, but we did max out quite a few of our 3-stars, so now we are up to 26 of our 3-star champions at max signature. So that's not too bad. We have 26 of them at max, and there's 96 that are not at max. So that's still going to help us get a few more max signature ability crystals when we do our big opening, because I'm just going to actually hop over into the crystals section here and just quickly show all the crystals that we've got saved up that we're using for our opening. So we have 150 fully formed premiums and 23 fully formed 3-star hero crystals, as well as all the way down here we have 369 2-star hero crystals. So those will really help max out the rest of my 2-star champions, because that's effectively like 369 2-star sig stones. Obviously, if I get ones that are max sig, it's not going to count, but it's going to help the rest of those champs get really close to being maxed out. I wouldn't be surprised if most of my 2-star roster was maxed out by the time I'm done with these. And then I have, we can see the count here beside me. It's a little off right now, just because I haven't updated it yet. But we have over 1,464 premium hero crystals to open, so our 2-star roster is most likely 100% going to be completely max sig by the time we're done with this big opening. And then I have 272,001, that one random 3-star hero crystal shards, and then all of those dupes from those premiums. That's going to be a lot of extra 3-star shards. And then if we get even more max sig crystals there, then we might be able to pop open a few, probably be in the neighborhood of at least 4 to 5 4-star hero crystals just from all the shards that we'll get from all of our 3-star dupes, something like that. And then maybe we'll get lucky and be able to form a 5-star, but I'm not holding my breath for that one. But if we get lucky in our premiums and we pull a decent amount of 4-stars that we already have, then who knows, we might be popping open a 5-star as well. But again, I'm not holding my breath for that. So I want to thank you guys for watching this very lengthy video. I definitely appreciate if you guys stuck with it all the way through. If you did, props to you. You guys are the real champs. If you liked the video, be sure to drop a like down below. Also feel free to drop a sub on the channel as well and help us get to that 1,000 sub mark. We're getting super close, like I said at the beginning of the video, which seems like an eternity ago now, with all those 6 stones. I think we're around, it was like 921 subs when I started recording this video, so we're getting really close, guys. And again, I'm super thankful and grateful to all of you guys for all the support that you've given me. So if you're not already a member of our community here, feel free to drop a sub if you'd like, and turn that bell notification on so that you get all the info for all the notifications for when we live stream, because the 1K sub special is going to be a huge live stream. There's going to be a game that the subscribers can play along with as I'm opening all these crystals, which I'll do a video in the future explaining that and how you guys can participate. But yeah, I think this video's gone on long enough for me to have an even longer outro. Thank you guys again so much for watching. Take care, and I will catch you all in the next video.